Hey everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina, and today we are going to be talking about the foiling quill system by We Are Memory Keepers. I am really excited about this. I did go ahead and cheat and play with it a little bit. I was going to do a first impressions video, and then I realized my SD card was completely filled and I just kept rambling on and there was no video. So I just wanted to go ahead and reshoot this video and show you how this pen works. This is the coolest pen I have ever used, the coolest foiling system that you can use with your electronic die cutters. It has adapters with it so that you can use it with the Cricut, the Silhouette, the Brother, and also the, what's the other one, the Sizzix machine. So this is really cool. So I'm really excited to show you how it works. So this is the 3-piece set. It does come individually. You can buy the pens individually if you want. It has a thin point, a standard point, and a bold point tip pen. And these are just absolutely amazing. It has these adapters inside that you can use them for your different types of machines. And I'm just going to take this out and show you what is included. Now, I did have this open already, so, you know, just a fair warning that it's not really set up the way it should be, because I did kind of couldn't wait and, like I said, tried to make a video and failed. It comes with, first of all, this little plate here. This plate is actually used to put underneath the pen while it's heating up. And this is a pretty important little device here. You can also use, if you have a silicone mat, you can also use that. Anything that's going to be heat resistant, you could put inside there just to keep it from maybe accidentally touching your machine and maybe melting some of the plastic. So with the 3-piece set, you're going to get, like I said, the fine point, the standard point, and the bold point pen. You get a roll of washi tape. You're going to need this or some kind of washi tape to hold down your foil while it's over the cardstock. And then you have these little adapters. These adapters will fit into your machine. These actually will fit onto your pens. So what you do is you just take your pen and put the adapter on and just screw it right onto there, so that when you put it into your machine, it will fit into the little section where you would put your pen holder or blade. So that's those little adapters. There's one for the Silhouette, one for the Sizzix, and one for the Brother scanner. So these little pieces, if you have these machines, that will work with those machines. It also comes with some pieces of foil. I have silver, gold, and a rose gold. So it does come with that as part of the starter kit. And then we have our pens, which are USB. So we have all 3 of the USBs right here. They plug right into your machine. If your machine has a USB port, you can plug it into your machine. However, I know there might be some questions about, are you worried about your warranty on your machine? Well, that's a really good question. And I was watching some YouTube videos and I saw a lot of people mention about using a power bank. Well, I don't have a power bank, so I got one, which is probably good to have around, because if we should lose power or if we should, you know, travel, to have something that back up for you know, charging our devices. This is what I got. It's I did get it on Amazon. I will link to it down below. So that's what I did, so I don't have to worry about any kind of warranty on my machine, because my pens will not be plugged into any of my machines. There are other things that you can buy to go with this. They have different packs of sampler foils. These are 4x6 sheets, and each one of these have 30 sheets inside. So I thought this was a great way to, you know, test out their foil, work with this, and see if I like this you know, really cool pen system on adding foil that you can use not only images from your machines as long as you put it into a draw feature, but you could also purchase cartridges. These have are kind of like a USB drive, and it has images inside of them that you can transfer into your program. So if you're using the Cricut or the Silhouette, you can actually add these right to your program to do the draw feature. This one's by Paige Evans, and this one is by Kelly Creates. I do know Heidi Swapp has one. I know there's a holiday one and maybe 1 or 2 other ones. Really cool idea for being able to, especially if you have a machine and you don't have access to the full library that's available with those. And then the foils, I did get a full package of the silver SWAN. This is 30 sheets of the silver. gold FINCH that has 30 sheets as well. And then I bought a couple sampler packs that have multiple colors in it. This one's called Shining Starling, and it's got 5 different colors in it, from silver, gold, rose gold, another gold, and a pink, which I really love that pink color. This one is called Peacock, and it has blue, greens, and purples, so very pretty colors. And this one's called Flamingo, again, the more of the pinker shades. I already have my design set up on my Cricut and my iPad so that I could just go ahead and start cutting just to make it a little easier. But I'm going to show you how to set this up on your mat. So this is my standard mat, standard grip mat. It actually is starting to lose a little bit of the tackiness because I did kind of leave it out and didn't put the cover back on. You should always put your little cover back on. I put tape on my cover just that says top, so I know that this is the side that needs to be facing up. And one of my little experiments, I did discover that your foil will stick also to your mat. When you're cutting your foil to go on your cardstock, definitely make sure you cut it a little bit smaller. I'm going to use some paper tray ink cardstock. This is called Enchanted Evening. And I'm just going to go ahead and set this down onto my mat. I'm going to pull the washi tape out that comes in the kit. Now, one thing I did learn from my little experiment is that you want to make sure that your washi tape is not covering any part of the foil where it's going to be running the pen over it, because it will not transfer the foil onto your sheet. I did go ahead and cut my foil, and it's a little bit smaller than my cardstock, just because I've learned from doing this the first time is that it will stick to my mat. And I'm just going to peel off some of my washi tape and stick that right down. And you want to try to make your foil as straight as possible so it lays nice and flat, because if you don't, it's going to be wrinkled and it might not catch the pen all the way. So what I do is I'm taking the washi tape and kind of grabbing my foil and then using my tape to kind of pull that a little tighter. This is my messy job of putting washi tape down. So this is all set to go. And then now what we're going to do is start setting up our machine. First thing we need to do is add our adapter that'll fit into your machine. I'm pulling the C for the Cricut, and that just slides right on there. And then I'm just going to take my bowl here and I'm just going to throw this in here. And it's just a great way to kind of let it sit here and let it heat up before I put it into my machine. So you can see that it does light up, so you know that it is getting power. And I'm just going to leave this sitting in here while it warms up. And I'm going to go over to my Cricut and start getting that all set up. I went ahead and already sent my image and connected my iPad to my Cricut. So I'm just going to go ahead and select that I'm just going to use a cardstock. It's already detecting that it's going to be an image that we're drawing because I did set that up previously. And it's telling me to load my pen, or in this case, we're going to load our foil tip pen. And in order to use our pen, we do have to remove the adapter that's for the regular Cricut pens. So we're just going to open this up, and I'm going to stick my finger right underneath here and help kind of push that up. There's little grooves and things in here that squeeze together, and it makes it easier for popping it out. I'm going to take my little plate here that we can stick right underneath, and that's just going to help protect our machine from the heat of the pen. I have my pen already set with my adapter for the Cricut. I'm just going to go ahead and stick that in, and we're going to close that up, and that's holding our pen in place. Now that that's set in, we're going to go ahead and load our mat. I'm just putting my mat right inside. I'm going to hit the little arrow button. And once we have that done, our little Cricut here will start flashing, and we know we can go ahead and hit that to start. So I already went ahead and ripped off some of this washi tape, and I am going to peel off this last piece and show you what this looks like. It is the coolest thing. I've done a review on how to use the heat wave tool that We Are Memory Keepers came out with a couple years ago. I wasn't a fan of that tool, but oh my goodness, I absolutely love this. This is absolutely amazing to me. So we're just going to peel that back, and you can see how wonderful this is. Now let me just peel off my, is that not the coolest thing? I think this is absolutely amazing. I did kind of tear my cardstock with my washi tape, so you have to be careful with that washi tape because it will pull off. I absolutely thought this was the coolest thing. I am so happy that I picked this up. It really does beautiful, beautiful work. The detail and the thinness of the line with the fine tip pen is just amazing to me. I am really loving this. The ideas for this pen are flowing. I cannot wait to play with this even more. I made this a couple of days ago. It's just a little flower. I was gonna work on making some felt flowers with my Cricut maker and made it in paper first just because I wanted to see the size and kind of get an idea, because it's been a long time since I've made any kind of flowers with my Cricut, and this was just a little example. As a matter of fact, it's not even cut right, but I was thinking that I could take the larger flower, the largest one in the back, then make it a little bit smaller and make the smaller one into a draw line and add some draw lines to our flowers. I'm thinking that's going to be pretty cool to foil these flowers. So that's what I'm thinking. I really am pleased with the pen. Like I said, I tried the Heatwave pen that they came out with a couple of years ago. I wasn't a fan, but this really is absolutely amazing, does great detail, and I am so glad I picked it up. I will link to the power bank, the Quill pens, both the 3-pack and the individual ones that you can purchase, along with any of the other little extras that I purchased if you want to check them out. They'll be down below in the YouTube description and also on my blog. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you stuck here to the end, here are a few more videos that you might like. See you next time.